Yeah, I've been inspired by two teachers. One is Alan Booth, who is involved in this interview, who in the 1990s successfully bid in the then HEFKI to organise the History 2000 project. And for me, this was an inspiration. I have to say, up to that point, my teaching had been fairly conventional, and I had not been particularly interested in pedagogy. And a colleague of mine at Kiel University suggested that we apply for another project, and it led us to, excuse me, and it led us to embark on an exercise where we designed a new history curriculum in which skills teaching was built into a particular curriculum. In this case, it was a modern history course, but we also designed the syllabus so that teachers could parachute into the course for whom it wasn't their period, but who would want to take part in an exercise in which one was actively teaching skills. And that was a really exciting exercise. I don't know if the course is still being taught, but we certainly found it quite an enriching way to encourage students to reflect and practice. In our case, we were focusing very much on communicative skills, which in the UK, particularly in verbal communication, was a real challenge. So we had a whole series of different exercises designed to get students talking amongst one another, interacting with themselves, and also getting the teachers to think about ways of designing the classroom so that not everything ran through them. And obviously that's always a balancing act, but that's something that I've really taken since, of trying to encourage. I don't always succeed it, both in terms of asking open questions so that the classroom is not kind of trying to get the thing that where the professor nods, and partly get them to interact with each other so that whilst they understand there's a hierarchy of knowledge, I mean, you're not going to get them away from that, at least they take each other's contributions seriously. So that was one. And the other is David Pace here at IU, who does this amazing small group work in large exercises. And although I've tried to emulate, I still have not managed to create that energy that he does. Even he puts an awful lot of pre-organisation into the classroom, and it just feels like there's so much energy and reflection all over the lecture hall. You just don't have that. And inspired by him, I also had myself filmed while lecturing, and I must say it was a rather sobering moment to see this little figure at the front of these raked seats. So I'm not sure that I fully been able to live up to his model, but I do find him an inspiring teacher.